Alright, let's talk about Japanese Chins, a breed so fancy, so regal, so effortlessly elegant that if they had thumbs, they'd be sipping tea with pinkies up and criticizing your taste in furniture. These dogs aren't just pets. They're tiny emperors in fur coats, ruling their homes with an iron paw. They don't live with you, you live in their palace. And if you think that sounds like an exaggeration, just wait until you get one. But before you rush off to find your own little four-legged aristocrat, let's break down exactly what you're getting into. Because Japanese Chins may be small, but they come with big personalities. 1. The look. Like a fancy art piece that moves. Let's start with the obvious. The Japanese Chin looks like royalty. Tiny but sophisticated, weighing in at 7 to 11 pounds, these dogs are small enough to fit in your lap, but carry themselves like they own an estate. A flowing coat straight out of a shampoo commercial, long, silky, luxurious. If your hair looked this good naturally, you'd be unstoppable. The flattened face of a dog who has no time for nonsense. They have that short muzzle that makes them look like they're constantly unimpressed. And those eyes, big, round, expressive, like two little orbs of judgment staring into your soul. You will catch them side-eyeing you. They will make you feel guilty for your life choices. 2. The personality. Part dog, part cat, part tiny drama queen. If you've ever wanted a dog that acts like a cat, congratulations, you found your match. Japanese Chins don't play by typical dog rules. They have their own agenda, and that agenda mostly involves lounging in comfort while looking down on the rest of us. Independent thinkers, they're smart, but not an I want to please you kind of way. More like I will consider your request, peasant kind of way. Climbers, they love sitting in high places, just like a cat. You'll find them on the back of the couch, on the windowsill, possibly on your bookshelf staring down like a fluffy gargoyle. Dignified, but ridiculous. 1 minute, they're gliding across the room like tiny royalty, and the next, they're spinning in circles because they forgot where they were going. Basically, they're a walking contradiction. They're too dignified for fetch, but they'll zoom around the house like a caffeinated squirrel for no reason. 3. The energy level. A perfect mix of lazy and playful. Japanese Chins have a perfectly balanced approach to life. They'll play when they feel like it, but if you're looking for a jogging buddy, you've come to the wrong place. They enjoy short bursts of playtime. They also enjoy long naps in the sun. They believe movement should always be followed by rest. If they do decide to play, they have this hilarious bunny hop style of running that makes them look like they're auditioning for a dog ballet. But once they're done, good luck getting them off the couch. 4. The grooming. Congratulations, you now own a tiny diva, that luxurious coat. Yeah, it doesn't brush itself. They need regular brushing to keep them looking fabulous. They shed, but somehow never look disheveled. They have an uncanny ability to stay clean unless they decide not to. And because they have that short face, they're prone to a little bit of snorting and snuffling, which is either adorable or horrifying, depending on your tolerance for weird noises. 5. The training. You're the student, they're the teacher. Now, let's be real, Japanese Chins are smart. But they don't train like normal dogs. They understand commands, but whether they follow them, that's a different story. They respond to positive reinforcement, but only if they feel like it. They will do things on their terms. If they don't want to listen, they will act like they suddenly don't understand English. Think of it this way. You don't train a Japanese Chin. You negotiate with them. 6. The social life. A dog that thinks it's too good for drama. Japanese Chins are very social, but only when it suits them. They love their humans, but they're not clingy. They get along with other dogs, but they're not trying to start a gang. They tolerate strangers, but they're not about to fake enthusiasm. Basically, they're social on their own terms. You can invite people over, and they'll either greet them with elegance or act like your guests don't exist. And when it comes to barking, they're not yappy dogs. They bark when they have something to say, which makes them classier than most small breeds. 7. The loyalty. Devoted, but not desperate. Japanese Chins love their people, but they're not the type to lose their minds if you leave the room. They'll follow you around at a respectable distance. They'll sit near you, but not necessarily on you. They'll watch you make a fool of yourself, then pretend they don't know you. They're not needy, but they are affectionate in their own reserved, aristocratic way. 8. The health. Small dog, big responsibility. Like many small breeds, Japanese Chins have a few health concerns to watch out for. That short face. It means they can have breathing issues, so no extreme heat or intense exercise. Their tiny legs. Not built for dramatic leaps off furniture. Try telling them that, though. Their big eyes. Adorable, but prone to irritation. The good news. They're generally healthy and can live 12 to 14 years, which is a long time to be silently judged by a tiny fluff ball. Final verdict. Is the Japanese Chin right for you? Alright, let's sum this up. Do you want a dog that looks like an aristocrat and acts like one too? Are you okay with a pet that sees you as an equal, not an owner? Do you enjoy a mix of cat-like independence and occasional bursts of hilarious energy? Are you ready to be silently judged by a tiny creature with perfect hair? If the answer is yes, then congratulations. You might just be worthy of a Japanese chin. Just remember, they don't just live in your house. They rule.